welcome with me now, the one, the only, Mr. Jamie Carbone!
Going for Rudy today. I feel like you guys clapped a little more for him just then. I'm just going to say that. Just going to put that on the table. Guys, they say not to judge a book by its cover, but fucking just go ahead. Save us both some time. Like if this were a library, you'd be like, that book looks gross to touch. Skip out on that one. It's cool. I made friends with it. Like I'm what you would call like a man child, and I'm cool with that. Like I work with adults, and as they are talking about how like traffic was really bad or how they're looking forward to the weekend, I am with every fiber of my being like, don't talk about gargoyles right now. Nobody wants to hear your theories, no matter how accurate they are. And like I like my coworkers, the good people, but when it comes down, like if a zombie like apocalypse happened, they wouldn't be the people I'd be calling for help. Like these are the kind of people that refer to a frisbee as a disc. And that does not suddenly make your game of Ultimate this weekend more mature, you know? Still very childish. Guys, I got kicked out of the Toys R Us last week. And I wish just once people were surprised at that sentence. It's never like, Jamie, what were you doing in a Toys R Us? Or, Jamie, why were you asked to leave that Toys R Us? It's always, okay. What else did you do on Thursday? It's fine. I mean, I was just checking out the Star Wars toys. I love Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like, and if you want to date me, if you want that illustrious position of significant other, you also have to be into Star Wars. For example, my girlfriend, first time I ever said I love you to her, she responded with that classic Star Wars line, I know. But guys, I saw that coming. She didn't catch me unawares. But she did trick me by then taking 2 steps backwards and then lowered into a carbonite freezing chamber by Boba Fett, who then took her to another galaxy to sell her to Jabba the Hutt. So I guess I'm riding Han Solo these days. That's about right. Yeah, that's what that deserves. No, I love movies. I'm a big movie fan. But lately I've started to notice that I'm getting like weirdly emotional in them. Like I think it's okay to cry in a movie if it's like a touching father-son scene, or like a great musical score, or if it's like the first 10 minutes of Up, because I'm not a fucking robot. But a couple of months ago, I found myself in the theaters crying at Captain America, the Winter Soldier. And it wasn't even like respectful, quiet Rudy crying. It was like end of the Notebook just dumped crying. Like I think the entire theater thought Scarlett Johansson had killed my father. It was so bad at one point some guy turns around and goes, hey! Shut up, you fat baby! First of all, harsh. Second of all, yeah, I also see it. Third, guys, who's yelling at a fat baby? Fat baby clearly has had a hard life. Just leave fat baby alone. No, I'm admittedly emotionally somewhat unhinged. I wrestle with depression, which I think is kind of a weird saying, because it's not like one day I'm going to pin depression and be free of it, and also be crowned Intercontinental Champion. Like, I think the only wrestling depression metaphor that works is that depression is like Hulk Hogan, in that when you think it's finally done and gone and retired, one Sunday it shows up at WrestleMania and ruins your whole fucking weekend. I'm just trying to get that to catch on so I can be diagnosed as a Hulkamaniac depressive. So if you guys can like kick that around. It may surprise you, I'm a huge fan of trivia. Anytime, like, if someone was like, Jamie, what do you know about the Shawshank Redemption? I'd be like, how much time do you have? But I think trivia has like a time and place. Like if you're blackout drunk at 3 a.m. arguing about whether or not the actress who played Kimmy Gibbler on Full House is still alive. I do not think trivia belongs on the side of moving trucks. Yet the other day I encountered, did you know that according to stone tablets found in Europe, We now believe Vikings were in North America a century earlier than previously believed. Find out more at uhaul.com. Guys, if you're getting your sweet Viking trivia from uhaul.com, maybe end it. Because clearly you haven't heard of Wikipedia, or Google, or VikingsAreFuckingBadass.com. Because if there is a God, that is a website. Sorry, if there is an Odin, that is a website. Like, I just think it's weird that U-Haul was like, you know, if we put history fun facts, we'll get more hits on our website. Because even the History Channel just does like crazy Illuminati bullshit. And I think that'd be way cooler to see on the side of a truck. Like, did you know that JFK was assassinated by the Men in Black because he tried to make it easier for Martians to migrate to Earth? Find out more at uhaul.com. Yeah, bookmark. Go in there. Or, like, honestly, maybe if they went, like, the social media route, it'd be like, did you know that U-Haul CEO Joe Schoen loves his wife Sylvia Schoen? Find out more at uhaul.com. And then the next one would be like, did you know that U-Haul CEO Joe Schoen really wants Sylvia to move back into the house? He's been spending a lot of time trying to think of things to put on the side of these trucks. He really misses her. Find out more at uhaul.com. And then finally you'd have like, did you know that U-Haul CEO Joe Schoen would love to wish Sylvia Schoen a happy engagement to budget rental CEO Ronald Nelson. He hopes they're really happy together. Find out more at livejournal.com/U-Haul CEO 69. Is LiveJournal still a thing? Is it still relevant? I'm terrified mine's still out there somewhere, just like waiting, like a horrifying vampire of all the poetry I wrote in middle school. Just waiting to ruin my life. Guys, I love video games too. Let's just hit the trifecta. I'm a big video game fan.
Me too.
Cool. Great. Good time to talk. But I love them. I just think it's weird that like they claim to be realistic, yet even Mario, like the fat Italian guy, the guy I most physically resemble, still gets to like do parkour and ride dinosaurs. Like I want a video game based on my life. Like level 1, get out of bed before noon. Level 2, don't pee in the shower. Level 3, don't disappoint your parents. Guys, I've never beaten level 3. If anybody has any cheat codes, I'd really appreciate it. Guys, I am starting to come to terms with the fact that I am losing my hair. Which means I am nowhere near coming to terms with the fact that I'm losing my hair. Like if you get an aerial view, it just looks like an abandoned cul-de-sac. But that's fine. I mean, I'm thinking about shaving my head, but then I'm worried I'll look like a fat Bruce Willis. And as nicknames go, I don't want to be called like Fat Die Hard. Even if that is like better than Fat the Last Boy Scout. Or Fat Lucky Number 11. Or Fat Disney's The Kid. Guys, my favorite part of that bit is I think I would look like Bruce Willis if you shaved my head. What I would actually look like is a regular-sized Mr. Potato Head doll stacked on top of a giant Mr. Potato Head doll. Because I don't have what you would call like Hollywood good looks. I have what I like to call like founding father good looks. Like, dude, if I were to come up to you and be like, hey, I'm a young time-traveling Benjamin Franklin, you'd be like, yeah, I see it. Thanks for the postal service, BF. But I can't be him because I'm dumb. I was a dumb kid, I'm a dumb adult. Like growing up, I thought cabin fever and jungle fever were the same thing. So after an especially long winter, I went up to my dad and I'm like, Dad, I have to go outside. I have jungle fever. He goes, no. You stay inside. You stay inside forever. All right, I guess I'll go watch Blade again. No, I love my parents, but I used to say I was a disappointment, but like I can't be a disappointment if they had no hopes for me to begin with. Like you can't be the black sheep in your family if they just forgot they owned a third sheep. You know? Like, last time I saw my dad, like, was right around Stanley Cup time, and we tried to bond over hockey. But after about 10 minutes, like, the names I started using in conversation were people from the Mighty Ducks movie. So if he Googles who Gordon Bombay is, I am fucked. Like, and my mom's a wonderful person. She's worked real hard. But I also know for a fact my younger brother is her favorite. And he's also a sociopath. Like, he could be the bloodiest serial killer North America has ever seen. And my mom would still call me up and be like, "Did you watch CNN today? Your brother got 2 segments on Blitzer. They may never catch him." I could call up, "Mom, great news. I'm gonna be the first man to walk on Mars." And her reaction would be, "Good, stay there." Guys, don't awe at that, okay? Because my mom does not pick up when I call. I get screened very much. Anyway, thanks guys, I'm Jamie Carbone.
Hey, come on everyone,